My name is Stephen and this is my channel, Heart's Delight Exports. Okay, so today's harvest day. The sun is bright, everything is relatively dry. We did have some strong weather last night, wind, bit of rain, and it got cold enough that the frost started to appear. That time of year again. So today I'm going to pull up my potatoes. I've been waiting for this. I've been trying to let them grow as long as possible. But the wind yesterday, the rain wouldn't have harmed anything, but the wind started to do damage. And of course with the cold, everything is brittle and everything is starting to fall over and just generally die for the year. So there's my potatoes. There's some sunflowers mixed in among them. And in a couple of minutes, my wife's gonna come and give me a hand and we're gonna start pulling potatoes. So I'm a little bit winded now. My wife went in a little while ago because the baby was upset. And we got the potatoes at least harvested. I got a good amount, 3 16-liter buckets of potatoes. Not bad. No extraordinary sized potatoes. Let me see here. My average potatoes went from that to that. So biggest was a little bit bigger than this, and I got lots this size. So maybe not very impressive, but I didn't put any money into this. These potatoes were all leftovers from last year's harvest. Like my smallest one there, just a bit too small to be convenient to eat. Wasn't worth much, and by springtime, when spring rolled around, it's rather easy to stick it in the ground and let them grow. Now, I still have parsnip in the ground, literally right in front of me. I have 3 beds here, and I have parsnip and turnip left to go, and a few carrots maybe. But it won't take more than a few minutes to pull up my parsnip. And as you can tell by these sizes, this is the best that I've seen out of them so far. So I'm really not expecting much out of the carrots. They'll probably not be any better than that. And most of my turnips were about the size of my largest potato. So I'm not getting very good results out of that. I don't know what the issue is exactly, if it's something in the soil that's been depleted and it's just not growing well for that, or if this has been one of those kind of years that farmers hate, where you get sun and heat and not the right mix of rain and things just don't seem to work out, or if it was something else. We did have a very poor start to the year this year, that a lot of cold weather and rain, May and June. Maybe that stunted everything. I still have seedlings in the greenhouse for pepper plants that are this big. They're never going to mature into anything. I have one store-bought Scotia tomato plant in there that has a tomato on it that's a bit bigger than my smaller potatoes. Again, it's not going to develop into anything. I keep leaving the turnip, hoping that given a bit more time, just a little bit more time, if I leave it maybe till next week, maybe they'll get a bit bigger. But in all honesty, I might get a meal or 2 of turnip out of it. Probably not much more than that. The garlic did well this year. I should show you some pictures of my garlic. My garlic grew and did well. And something a bit unusual, I picked out one of my smaller bulbs and figured this one had 4 or 5 small cloves onto it, that it wouldn't be very impressive. So I'll eat this one and I'll save some of the other ones for replanting in a little bit later in the fall. And when I peeled the skin back off it, I had 2 large cloves that were very well suited to planting in the fall. So again, I don't know, maybe it was something in the soil, but something went right for the garlic for the most part, and my garlic grew and gave me some big cloves. Most of my bulbs seem to be pretty good, nice and big on the round, and I have a feeling that I have a few dozen cloves out of it, that most of the plants didn't develop much in the way of multiple cloves. If so, well, I'll take it. Any success is better than no success. So that's my potato harvest for the year. I'll take a few pictures here now to show some of what I've got, show some of my some pictures of my garlic and stuff, and I'll sign off. Alright, stick around if you'd like to see the pictures. If not, you have a good day. This is Harsley Light Exports. This has been another one of my gardening videos, and I hope you come back again and see what I'm up to on my next video.